Hey, this is Pinecone Peace. Michaela, my name is. And I want to tell you the time when I met Bill Walson. Okay, so I was at Panera Bread, and this is when I was probably like little. I don't know when this was, but it was a long time ago. So I'm eating there. I'm eating my salad, this really big Caesar salad that my mom got me. So like, we're sitting there, and the guy comes up, and my mom, like the guy's getting his drink. My mom's like, "Oh look, you know who that is over there?" And I'm like, is it that guy from Channel 5? She's like, yes, in my face. And I'm like, dang, ugh. She really blew out my ear. And like, she's so happy and giggly and just like, oh my gosh, she's blushing. And I'm like, why are you going freaky mode on me? I mean, like, you're just looking at the guy and you're going all freaky mode. And she's just like, I can't help it. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, Michaela, I need to go up there and talk to him. I was like, what? She's like, go up there and talk to him. I'm like, no, I can't do that. She's like, yeah, you can. It's okay. I'll be right here. And so, like, my mom's forcing me to go up to this random guy I've only watched, like, 3 times a year to talk to him. And I'm like, what do you want me to talk about? She's like, I don't know. Whatever comes to your mind. I was like, are you sure about that? She's like, no. Wait, never mind. Just talk about work. I'm like, I don't need work. She's like, it doesn't matter, just go. So I walk over there, and he's like getting his drink, and he's talking to this lady, and I go there, I'm like, hey, hi, excuse me, hi, and he's like, what? Oh, hi. I'm like, hi, are you Bill Watson from Channel 5? And he's all like, yes, little girl, I am. I'm like, I'm not a little girl, I'm a kid. He's like, oh, you're a smart one right there, and he's patting, not even patting, he's dunking my head. He's like, just, like, it kind of hurt too. So he's all like, I guess he was just like patting on my head, but it kind of hurt for patting. So he's doing that, and I'm like, oh, I'm like fixing my hair while I'm doing it. I just got a little creeped out, and the lady like gives me like the death glare, and she goes up there and she whispers to his ear. She's like laughing. I'm like, is there something you need to say? And she was like, rolled her eyes at me and walked out. And I'm like, who's that? To Bill? And he's all like, oh, that's my wife. I'm like, do you love her? He's like, no, not really. I'm like, And I was like, you want to sit down? He's like, no, that's a little creepy. I'm like, in my mind, I'm just all like, oh my god, this guy's understanding. It's really creepy. But on the outside, I'm just like, okay. So I go back to my table. I'm like, well, it's nice meeting you. And I sit down, and my mom's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, we better go back there and have a real conversation. I was like, Mom, we did. She's like, about what? I was like, about, ladies. And she was like, Michaela, I mean a real, legit, like, conversation. I was like, that was legit. And so she makes me go all the way back over there. And this was like, she was only like 2 tables away from me. She was like watching me. She was like going Slender Man on me. She was like watching me. So every time we talked, she would just like stare at you. It was kind of creepy. So like, Mom, like, I'm peeking over, and my mom is like she took out a pair of binoculars, and I'm just like, Mom, put them down. And she can hear really good. So like, she could hear me while he's talking, not paying attention that I'm not. So I'm glaring over, and he's still talking. And I'm like, Mom, put it away. And she's like, no, I don't want you to get hurt. I was like, then why did you put me over here? She's like, I don't know, I'm crazy. I'm like, so he's still talking. And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, that's cool, yeah. It goes on for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, it's really nice to meet you, but this is getting a little creepy. So I run off, and I'm like, Mom, you owe me. And she's like, what do I owe you? I'm like, you owe me a new salad. Because when I get back, it's gone, and I see the guy I was talking to, Bill Walson, he's taking my salad. And I am just like, why? And I'm like yelling at my mom, and my mom's like, you don't talk to me like that. I'm like, why'd you give away my salad? And she was like, well, it was getting all soggy, so I just gave it to him. I was like, you gave a soggy salad to the weather guy? And she's like, yeah, why not? I was like, oh, okay, whatever, man. Okay, just like whatever. So like probably like a week later, I'm watching Channel 5, and I see that he's not on there, and it said that Bill Walson was absent, I guess like just absent by that day because he had mono or like some kind of like belly pain kind of diarrhea thing. I'm sorry I have to say this, but kind of like diarrhea kind of thing. Sorry, I know it's gross, but he said something like that, and I just look at my mom. I am just like, nice job, nice for poisoning the weatherman. And she's like kind of breaking down inside. She's like so sad, and I'm like, why are you getting depressed? She was like, because I could have killed him. I was like, with salad, it's only like 2 minutes old, and you all of a sudden you declare that it's all soggy, and she was like, you weren't gonna eat it. I was like, yeah, of course I wasn't, Mom, of course I wasn't. But yeah, a few days later he got back and he talked about me or something. But that's how I met Bill Walson. So bye.